breakfast, brunch, and lunch. Lena's to go bar in the train. Thank you. So this is something that you call going out and prospecting. So these are professional offices. I'm downtown Providence in Huntsville. Mind you, I prospected down here a million freaking times. So I just decided. So I was over at the Starbucks and I was making calls and doing some things that could kind of help me self help wise when it comes to growing my business and scaling, as people would say. So, like I said, I've been down here to Providence a million times. So I was thinking on some ways that I could become more visible in business because y'all know, personally, I am very private. So I thought that maybe I could start each day when I go out and prospect. Well, I love me a good waterfall. Love me a good waterfall. I could start taking y'all with me to prospect, and it would help people who are in sales who really don't, have really an idea on what going out and prospecting and getting business looks like. For those who don't know me, I have led about 3 teams um, throughout my insurance career. In June, it will be 8 years for me. I have been in insurance since I was 23 years old. So I got a little time under my belt and I got some great leadership skills that I can share with you guys if you're in sales and you kind of need someone to kind of coach you, because I know people, especially in leadership, can be crappy. You have people who don't show up for you, who don't want to teach you the ropes because they're intimidated by you, or you know or they just was given their position and they really don't know what to do because everybody's handing them everything. So that wasn't my story at all. I have taught myself how to sell many times. Before I was an insurance agent, I was a salon owner, and I had two ladies working in my salon. One was a loctician, as people would say, and then the other one, she was a just she's a regular hairstylist. She specializes in natural hair and weaves and things like that. So I also led them in showing them how to get out, go out and network, meet people, tell people who you are, what you do, so that they could come into the salon or use your services. But I'll tell y'all more about that as I, you know, start doing these little vlogs or documentary or whatever. Oh wow. Oh, you savaged out, huh? That's good. That's a good way to be. So yeah, I'm gonna start getting on here and kind of sharing some information with you guys, what I know, because I know I'm not the only one. I feel like I have a lot of good tips and I have a lot of good skills that I can share with people, but I really don't have that many people to share them with because one, I don't know who these people, who you are or what everybody needs. So I think that's something I can start doing. I'm not in leadership anymore when it comes to insurance. I went completely independent. So I'm an independent insurance broker as of right now because I don't want to. I don't want to work with people who don't really want to work with people. That's basically what it's been. So neighbors on Main. So like I said, I prospected out here a million times. Neighbors on Main is new. So I've never seen neighbors on Main. So I'm gonna go in here and try to see if I can show you guys a little of how it's done. Hello, how are you doing today? I was coming in to try to speak with the general manager or with someone who makes decisions on like hiring people. Is that you? You want to speak with the manager? What's your name? My name is Alexis, and I'm a benefits advisor with Alpha. Okay. So I was coming in to just try to see if I could get on the schedule to come in and have a conversation about our benefits. Do you have a card? I can let her know. You guys have a card? Do you have a card? I'll definitely pass it. 7 months. Okay. I was just saying, my prospect got her time. Never seen you. So, okay. Yeah, still kind of new. You should come back tonight for wine tasting. Okay. No, this is live music this weekend. You should come back for that too. Okay, I will. I'll follow you guys on Facebook. And Instagram, Neighbors on Main. So we got music this weekend and wine tasting tonight. Okay. Yeah. I probably won't be tonight. Okay, that's okay. But I will follow you on Facebook so I can see what you got. That's good. Sounds like a plan. All right. All right, well, thank you so much. You have the rest of the day. See, guys, I told y'all I've never seen that place. So they've been there for 7 months. This is Neighbors on Main, and they have been there for 7 months, and they have outings not outings. They have events every now and then. It looks like they're having wine tasting tonight. So that would be, I have to learn how to cross the street within a timely manner. They're having wine tasting tonight. So even though I won't be able to come because I kind of have other things on my schedule, but I'm glad I could give you guys a little taste of how I prospect and how easy it is. It's not so easy, especially if you have anxiety. But how a little bit easy it is to go in and just have these conversations with people about offering benefits to their employees. I'm an insurance broker, but I like to lead with Aflac because if I go in and I say, "Hey, I'm a broker and I do all these things across the board," I'm gonna lose their attention because it's so much to offer. You see what I'm saying? So I lead with Aflac, and if I can cover their input, if I can get them to let me have access to their employees, whatever I can't cover them on through Aflac, then that's when I go into my broker bag and say, okay, well, Aflac doesn't, you know, basically have the best life insurance policy, but I have carriers XYZ that have great um, premiums and you know have some great policies that they'll cover you. Aflac is very about who they cover on the life insurance also. So if you just have one, and I mean just one little problem with your health, they're gonna deny you. So yeah, I'm gonna look over here. I don't think it's any. So like I said, I've been out here a million times prospecting, and also when it comes down to prospecting, you tend to go to places that you've been a million times because in in the case of that business, it was new 7 months in. So imagine if I said, "Oh well, I've already prospected out there in Providence. I'm not going back out there." I would have never seen that building. Right, not that building. I would have never seen that business that's been there for 7 months. Now, being that they're new, they've been there for 7 months, which means they're still figuring out um, employees. They're still figuring out what their income's looking like, what the bills are, what's coming in, what's coming out. So, with them being so new, I will not press them because they have not learned really their system of how things are going to be going there. So, you want to give people time to figure out what their income is going to look like before you start going and trying to dig in their check, Um I'm the type of person that is very considerate, especially times now. Uh I'm very considerate when it comes to what a person needs to take on, especially when it comes to taking money out of their check. So, with them being in business, just with them basically being in business, and they've only been in business for 7 months, I'll put them down to follow up. I'll go follow them on Facebook. When you go out to these places, especially the new businesses, you go, keep yourself in their bubble. If they have an event night, I couldn't make tonight, so I'll go follow them on Facebook and see what other events they're having and come out. And I'll come out and have a conversation with the same guy that I talk to if I can catch him if he's not busy. Therefore, when someone else comes out and try to get them as a maybe Global Life or Colonial Life or something like that, they'll say, "Oh, we're already talking to someone." So when you get these new businesses or just businesses, period, that you want to do business with, and maybe they don't right off the bat say, "Yeah, come in and talk to my people," or we're interested, then you make yourself familiar with them, and you also support their business. So therefore, when it's time to make those decisions about letting someone come in and you know offer insurance to their people, they'll pick you because they say, "Hey, we see Alexis. She comes out. She tells people about what we do. She she patronizes the business. She comes to our events. So yeah, if she does business with us, so we'll definitely do business with her. So that's how you make yourself a part of what people have going on. And as you guys can see, Providence is not a rundown area. It's very much upscale. So you could probably go into a neighborhood on Main and have a wine tasting and meet three other business owners just because maybe they support the owner and their friends, or they're just out trying to have a good time too. So when it comes down to business and you want to do good business, you make sure you bring yourself into the environments that have good businesses and that, you know, I mean, I can't say what that everybody does good business behind closed doors, but you would wish that they would, especially in an environment like this. So yeah, uh, I'm a Target. I'm at Target dancing and rapping to 21 Silver on top of the table. Anyways, how's your Wednesday going? My Wednesday's going great. Let's see. I live in the United States. So I was prospecting. So I was just really trying to show people a little bit of what I do. Now, mind you, when I prospect, so when I first started out, I was over at Starbucks. If y'all can see it across the street, I was over at Starbucks, got my folder, was making some calls, kind of just planning out what I need to do for the remainder of the week because, of course, I'm a it's the middle of the week. Today is Wednesday. So we see where we are as business owners. We usually look back at our schedule on a Wednesday and see, okay, How did I do Monday and Tuesday? If I sucked on Monday and Tuesday, then my goal is to do better on Thursday and Friday and close out the week. Also, I can sit here and see businesses come through, like gutter gliders. So that's a lead. So if I was still, I'm standing here. So I remember gutter gliders, and then tomorrow I can call gutter gliders. That's another way that you can get leads. Go sit somewhere and just look at every car that's wrapped, or every van, or truck that is wrapped with a business, and write it down. You can call it later, or you can call it right then. um, I mainly look for local businesses. Like me calling a Starbucks, I'm not gonna say it's out of reach, but I was probably a lot of people I'm gonna have to talk to try to get into who's doing their employee benefits and who runs that camp. Um, but when you're seeing like local businesses that are just going from place to place, maybe you got a plumbing HVAC company, then that's an easy target because they're local. Some of them aren't. Some of them are franchises. So you have to call here, there, and see who you can talk to. Uh, so yeah, it's just another good tip for ways to get leads. But I'm glad that I walked down there so I can see the neighborhood main. So now I have another place to come and hang out. And it's good just for people to know your name, especially when you're in business. We get online and we prospect online and we say, "Hey, I'm this person, that person." But people notice you more when you are. Oh, I got to get my keys out. People notice you more when you're in person. You see a million people as you stroll. Let's see. Gotta find my keys. You see a million people as you stroll every day. So you might remember, oh yeah, I seen that post XYZ. But you'll remember someone even 10 times more if you say, oh yeah, Alexis walked in here, we had a conversation, or I remember her walking in and her talking to Cal or something, and she left her card, you know. So that helps. Gosh. Now I have been out here for hours. So I've been out here for hours. My car's hot as crap. Okay. And then when you go out prospecting, make sure that you always keep your. Where's my lip gloss? Always keep your lip gloss on you. One. Always keep business cards. So when the guy asked me for my card, I was able to hand him a business card because I have my business cards on me. Now, even though I said Aflac, because that is what I want to offer them, I want to offer them Aflac. But once we get into conversation with each person to, kind of figure out what their needs are, then I can bring in the other carriers. You see, that's my picture. I don't know if you guys can see it. See, your favorite insurance lady, kind of blurry, and everything that I offer. Because if you go into a business and you want to get their attention, one, and then you want to say what you are needing within the first 15 seconds. After the first 15 seconds, they are like, or, you're kind of losing them. Hold on, I don't want to bag in anyone. Can't really see my backup camera due to the sun. Let's see. So you want to get their people's attention especially when people are busy. People are trying to work and shit. So you come in and it's like, oh well, da 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 da. You gotta hurry up and say what it is that you want or that you're looking for. So that's what I'm gonna start doing. Like on days that I go out and I prospect, I'm gonna start going live and taking y'all with me. So the people who really, who are in sales, or maybe that want to go, uh, that kind of need some help on what to do. I don't want it not on me. Y'all can see what I do, and then maybe I can help you guys. I think I can go this way. And I used to be scared. I used to be nervous too, but I had to get out of that. And as you do one or two, you have your fuck. I came this way, and it's one way. I'm not going all the way up there. I'm manipulate the motherfucking roadway. I'm not supposed to be doing this, but I'm finna do it. Then I put my grandma in the car. So that was totally illegal. But I wasn't gonna go back down into that loop to So I'll be back tomorrow because now I'm about to drive and I want to listen to some type of podcast or something. I will be back tomorrow, okay? Today was just a taste of what I plan on going out and doing and taking you guys with me. So I hope you have a good rest of the day. I hope you enjoyed watching me prospect for a moment. It's showing you a little taste of what I'm gonna give, of what I'm gonna start giving y'all. And if you watching me, subscribe because I do more than just I do, personal videos where you're just with me throughout my daily life, and I'm not really doing business. So I plan on being more active on my YouTube because the universe says I need to be more visible. I need to stop hiding myself, right? But anyway, subscribe to my channel, and I will be back tomorrow. I might be back later on just to chit chat, but subscribe if you're watching me. Subscribe, like my video, and I will holler at y'all later.